Going live, going live, going live, going live. We're live. Welcome, everyone. It's your host with the most, Griever, as always, bringing you guys One Punch Man, or the Garo Show, as we all know what it's really called. We all know who the main character is. It's like all those strange people that love Jujutsu Kaisen, but don't understand that Yuta is the main character. It boggles the mind. Either way, we're here for One Punch Man, chapter 148, live stream reaction. And the reason that this stream is happening a day later is if you guys have been following my channel, you know that I just got off doing a 7-hour stream. I think it's the longest stream I've certainly done ever on this channel. I might have done a longer stream on the old channel. I don't remember. I didn't do much live streaming back then, so probably not. That was probably the longest I've ever been on camera in any one span of time. That was an experience, let me tell you right now. But yeah, no, we're here because I was doing the Tokyo Ghoul 7-hour live stream, of course, and I promised not to push it a second time. I had to push it once. So unfortunately, we weren't sure if the One Punch Man chapter was going to drop yesterday in time or not, and I was already in the middle of a stream when it did and planned, and so we're doing it here today. Sort of semi trying to get it out of the way in case other things come up. The last thing I want to do is have things come up on my Saturday. I've got stuff because I did a 7-hour stream on Friday. I pushed Friday stuff into Saturday and blah 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 blah. So we're just gonna do it right now while I have an opportunity. It's early enough in the morning. Well, it's the afternoon, so it's early enough to have a drink. And yeah, Miss Content's in here and says, "Oh, this is early in the day for a stream." Absolutely, but it's also Saturday. Saturdays and Sundays usually I can do a stream in the early afternoon if chores and stuff permit. Right now, this time, I'm sort of doing it out of order. I'm skirting my chores around the place, around the house, and everything else for right now, So I'm doing this instead. Even though I'm not working full time, and I haven't been for a while, I feel like I still have my phone on, and I still get phone calls a lot in the morning and the afternoon, Monday to Friday. And I'd have to, if I were to try to do a stream, anything but a Saturday or a Sunday in the afternoon this early, then all of a sudden, it just wouldn't work out too well. I feel like I'd be interrupted a lot. I don't mind, right now, if my phone rings and it looks important or whatever, I don't mind answering on stream. I've done it before and never got a single dislike. It's 30 seconds, it's no different than me taking a break. But, yeah, I just feel like the one time I would attempt to do a stream this early on a Wednesday is when I would get 3 phone calls and have to go into work. So I think that only happened one time. When I was first trying to do the Ruby Nuzlocke, I had to end the stream and go into work, and then I didn't have to. That was the one time that I got interrupted like that. But yeah, so we're doing our obligatory 10-minute runoff time, and I know a lot of you guys are going to just be like, well, here's the thing. I don't get a whole lot of viewership right away. The thing about my channel, and I've noticed that my view count, is the slow burn. I posted a video that right now has my most amount of likes on any video. It's over 114 likes last time I checked. Plus, I think it's going to hit I think it already did, or it might soon hit the 2,000 view mark. I posted that video 6 months ago, and it did okay. It got 100, 200 views initially, and then it's the slow burn. So my streams always do that too. So, I always creep. I never all of a sudden, boom, in the first 2 days, 2,000 views right off the bat. That usually doesn't happen to me. Mine's a slow burn sort of channel for views. And I see the same videos pop up in my analytics all the time, slowly but surely. They stay in the top 10 for the first 3 months, So it's interesting. It's interesting how some people's channels, they just blow up, and it's in the first 3 days, if they don't get a certain number of views, then nope, that video's not going to do very well for forever. My channel is all my videos end up doing well eventually. Well, for the most part. But yeah, I'm excited to do One Punch Man, chapter 148. I hope I'm making the right decision here. Got the energy back and stuff. So after I ended the stream, I simmered down last night and had a good rest. And so, woke up and did some stuff. And now I just said, hey, while the getting's good, unless I all of a sudden, because 7 hours on camera, guys, I got to tell you, it was long. But yeah, I'm pretty excited considering that chapter 148, I was told it's definitely a worthy reaction stream worthy and all that stuff. So I'm excited. I imagine it was because, of course, we know the main character, Garo, has finally showed up again after so long, and he seems to be absolute monster. So ironically, that was not pun intended, but ironically or unironically, he seems to be a bit of a monster here. So this should be interesting. This should be good. I am looking forward to it and stuff. And as I said, I think that this stream, even though it is One Punch Man and it's chapter 148, and honestly, I do tend to do quite well with the One Punch Man stuff, where it is so early. I mean, it's early for me to start, and it's early for a lot of the Americas. It's still the AM for a lot of people in, the further you go west right now. So potentially the stream itself won't do too well, and we won't have the usual, 12, 15 people in here. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Caden said, wasn't expecting a stream so early. Yeah, see, a lot of people weren't. Miss was saying the same thing, and it's just like, so maybe we'll only have 5 or 6 people in here for this one, even though it's supposedly a very exciting Garo-heavy chapter, which usually my reactions do very, very well for Tatsumaki things, because I hate Tatsumaki, so it's either the hate or the love. Either because I love Garo so much, or because I hate Tatsumaki so much, those chapter reactions tend to do the best stream-wise. But where I'm starting, this is an off schedule for me. Usually all my streams are in the evening. I start almost all my streams in the evening, between 6 and 8 p.m. That's just, when I finally have time, because I do all my daylight stuff. I do all my stuff that I need the sun for, that I need daylight for. I get that shit done, and then I have the opportunity that if a stream goes for 1 hour or 4 hours, it don't matter, right? It's end of day shit, but yeah. Nita is here. Hello, Nita. Oh, we already went over this. Theodore. Yeah, Theodore. So, Theodore says, I am here. Good, I am back. Wonderful, you were here and now you're back. I love to see it. Vib's in here. I made it. Yes, Vib is in here. Finally, Vib, this might actually be a stream on your actual body clock time for once. Wow, amazing. Because most of the time, Vib's like, you're not starting the stream till when? What the fuck? I gotta go to bed, man. So, that's funny. Kaz is in here. Kaz says, hey, Griever, this is my first time watching you live. Love from Vietnam. From Vietnam. Wow. Cool. Well, welcome to the stream. I imagine you said it's your first time watching me live. I imagine that means you've watched some of my videos before and stuff, but welcome. We have a lot of fun here. Or I get pissed off. One or the other. They're not really in between. Either I get really excited, or I'm really boring, or I get pissed off. It's a triangle of effectiveness. Theodore says, oh, Vib is in here too. Nice. Yeah. I credit Vib with actually being the one that makes this shit popular, because it's like, oh, the guy translating and doing all the work. He's like, he says, go, hey, here's Griever's channel, So I know once in a while he does do a plug now and again for me, if people ask him and stuff. And he's always there, right on the. He's got the pulse on there. He's always messaging me right away when the chapter's going to drop to try to give me some heads up so that I don't plan something else in advance, etc. So Vib's always been pretty good about that. I think we're good. We could just start. It's not always a 10-minute run-up time, guys. I just spend some time to let everybody get into the thing. That's why I always try to schedule a stream so people know, okay, in 20 minutes I'm going to go live. That gives people that 20 minutes, but I still always like to give the 10-minute run-off time. So, but we're about 10 minutes in, so why don't we just start? Because I hear that if it's a Garo chapter, it's gonna be good. Will it be perfect? Maybe not, but it's gonna be fucking good. It's not gonna be a bad chapter if it's Garo-centric. It just can't be. So let's go. Let's freaking go. The fuck is that? Yeah. Anyways, so cover page. As a teacher, as a student, when they longed for nothing but strength. Bang holding up the peace sign with Garo behind him. Yep, okay. All right, let's get into this. So we got the translators, QC, the redraws, and the cleaning and typeset, of course, by our man Vib. All right. Oh, see, right off the bat, page 1. It's already a good chapter. This stare down, this duality stare down right now. Garo just growling, Bomb on the ground. The fact that Bomb managed at not full strength to even hold him back in this form seems to be incredibly impressive, honestly. Let's see. Bang. What a sorry state you are in. Have you even lost the ability to speak? Ooh. He feels so responsible, but he feels so sad. Like, this is a good story. Just this part of One Punch Man, this internal story following Garo and Bang and all that stuff. That's good writing. I will say that much. There are certain aspects and plot lines that are very basic, very simplistic, and honestly just not that creative in One Punch Man. This is not one of those. This is well done. Let's see. Oh, he's all right, and he's doing it the badass way. You grab him, take the shirt by both hands, and yeah. Garo, do you understand what it means to become a monster? I can't let the other heroes take you down. Ooh, Bang getting serious. With my own hands, I'll make you come to your senses. Boom, yes. All right. Here's Bang. For one last time, I'll go all out. Come. For one last time, I'm going to go all out. That means he hasn't gone all out in anything we just saw this arc. Anything we've seen, he hasn't been trying. He literally thinks executives aren't worth going all out against. This man, this fucking Chad. Bang is so cool. Even Bomb's looking up like, oh shit. Alright, so Garo's screaming, charging forward, looking absolutely like a monster of lightning and darkness, growling, rushing forward, and Bang, ready with the blow, and boom! Oh, blocked. They blocked each other's strikes. They seem to be a mirror image of each other because they both have their other hand up ready. Let's see. Slam. And Bomb, like the blowback is insane. Bomb is just laying there on the ground. Oh, coming in with the fist. Side swiped by Bang. And then Garo with the same thing. Side swiping the strike. And they're constantly reading each other's movements, it seems. Nobody's landed a clean hit yet by the looks of this bottom panel here. It doesn't seem that... Yeah, it seems like nobody's actually taken a direct hit. Everybody's been blocking, dodging. Okay, so they seem to be roughly right now evenly matched. Let's see. Bomb says... Now, there has been a question that I've heard some people ask. I don't know, but I always thought they were probably about equal, but a lot of people have said that Bomb, like, who's stronger, Bang or Bomb? A lot of people have said that potentially Bomb might be stronger than Bang. But I have heard that argument before. I don't know what the credibility on that is, but clearly I think that Bang is the stronger of the two brothers when going all out. And that's what Bomb is just shocked at right now going. He's trading even blows with Bang at full power. Has his power increased yet again? So this implies that Bomb... That's sort of an implication that Bomb is like, well, shit. Like, Bang is actually stronger than me. So, wow. Even if it's only by 1% or 50%, he's still, when Bang goes all out, he's stronger than Bomb. So, I mean, and I love Bomb, don't get me wrong, but I have heard that before. Power scalers and stuff, trying to rank Bomb above Bang and stuff like that. I would have put them probably on the, like, if you're going to do a tier maker, I'd probably put them on the same tier. You know, maybe Bang ahead of Bomb, but like I never thought that Bomb was weak, substantially more than Bang. But yeah, So I guess this is sort of confirmation that Bang is stronger. Let's see. Awakening breath. This is Bang thinking. A technique that draws from the very limits of one's own body. He mastered it from just a glance. So Garo officially is so badass that he's got the eyes of the Lord. That's now, I mean, if anybody in One Punch Man deserves to have the power of Adam, I would argue that it's probably Garo. But yeah, that's basically what's happening here. He's not doing it before Bang though. But we've seen that from Garo for a long time. He's always been able to read movements and then be able to copy and master the technique just by looking at it once or twice. Sort of a Kisuke Urahara thing from Bleach. It's like he sees the attack more than 3 times. It's like, it's never going to work on me ever again. I've come up with about 52 countermeasures and I know exactly how the technique works. So it's more so that, but yeah, kind of cool. And but the first clean hit is Bang on Garo. A huge kick that knocks Garo back. And Bang doesn't let up, relentless, charges past Garo, who's flying, and then tackle attack? Whoa, okay. The NFL called, and our new linebacker is Bang! Holy shit. Okay. That's cool. So that's 2 hits, and then very, very, Viv is going to love me for this one. And now, the Dragon Ball Z moment. The classic, hit them up in the air, jump up, fists together, slam! The classic move. Awesome. This is not a bad thing because this is literally the martial artists fighting. So it's very much. I expect to see shots like this, and I'm not disappointed at all. This is what you want to see: the speed lines, the strength, the actual martial arts techniques on superhuman level. That's what we want to see. So he's about to do it. So he got 2 clean hits on him, but is he going to get the third? By the looks of it, that claw is coming up with Garo's. Oh, managed to dodge it. Using his claw, he managed to change his trajectory and managed to sort of do the same thing that they've been doing. This sort of like, it's like, I'm going to strike you. It's like, nope. And change the trajectory of the attack. So, boom. Okay, Garo did this in midair. Oh, now maybe it's fucking Garo's turn to get a first clean hit. Grabs him with his legs around the neck and is somersaulting his ass all the way down to the ground. Oh, shit. Oh, right on his head, too. Bomb yells, bang! So, alright, so it's 2 for 1 on clean hits. Though I would argue that likely that's about the equal amount of damage because that attack of Garo's was a little more devastating than 1 kick and 1 tackle, I would argue. So, okay, so far pretty evenly matched. Bomb's worried about Bang, but Bang just hops out of the hole like it's nobody's business. Man, he looks like such a Chad, doesn't he? Doesn't just Bang look like such a man here? God damn. He's got scars all over his body. Just took a... So let's see what he says. Humph. You're much more worth teaching now than when you were my disciple, you twisted punk. Wow. He's shit-talking him. And Garo's just completely, like, once again, losing the ability to speak wasn't inaccurate. He's gone monster. He's fully, seemingly, has gone monster here. Okay. Oh, and now we're jumping over to things I don't care about. So let's check the chat. Let's check the chat right now since, let's see what anybody's saying about this, and then we'll jump back into the other part of the chapter, because we're jumping away from the Garo show. Why? God damn it, why? But so far, very excellent. Starting off with the chapter, we got Bang, we got and Garo going all out at each other. It looks so impressive. It's a really exciting fight, and this is honestly, I don't really care what happened. The rest of it is sort of irrelevant right now. I don't give a fuck about Atomic or Flashy or Saitama or if you're ugly or any of these people. It's Garo and Bang going all out. Why are you jumping away from it? Don't do that. So let's see. Theodore says, I am glad that I joined the live from the start. Well, you're here, man. Says, sometimes we need basic things in every story. This is how big moments are just so wow. If you make a story with every page being epic, then a page is less epic. Usually people are angry about that. I do agree with that. See, that's part of the problem right now. A lot of the One Piece community, they've been feeling that way about Wano for a very long time. But the weird thing is that everybody loves Dressrosa, Alabasta, all these longer arcs and sagas. And Whole Cake, everybody's saying they like Whole Cake now. But I remember when we were reading these things, everyone was like, Jesus, can we just get going? But you need your setup chapters. Not every chapter can be, wow, huge, bang, right? Not so much about this. I know what you're saying about the simplistic storytelling. And sometimes, yes, you do need those elements. But at the same time, I get what you're saying. And it's true because it happens in a lot of fandoms. Like, you can't have 11 out of 10 every single moment, because then how do you step up your game to what do? Make a 12 out of 10 moment? Like, now you're just pushing yourself to keep pushing the envelope, and eventually you end up like Seven Deadly Sins being total crap. So, yeah. Kaz says, it's midnight in Vietnam right now. Wow, but I think I have enough energy to watch you live today. Well, as I said, I don't think the stream is going to be super, super long, because I already did a 7-hour stream, and honestly, it kicked my ass. It really did. So, and it's only the one chapter. And unlike the Record of Ragnarok, where I usually have a lot to talk about, this chapter is very straightforward. It's a they fight chapter. It's really epic, but I feel like I'm going to get through the chapter 148 relatively easily. And unless there's a lot of controversy over a panel or a page and we talk about it, I think you'll be able to make it. And I'm glad you're here to be able to watch it. Theodore said, imagine Gar with Adam's eye from Record of Ragnarok. That's what I'm saying. If he's got freaking, which is sort of what he's doing right now. He's sort of got Eyes of the Lord, like a weak version of Eyes of the Lord is what Garo does. What Garo does is he sees a technique once and he's able to instantly copy and utilize it. Adam just does it before they even know that he's done it. So, Dragon Tridge is in here and says, yo, what's up, Dragon? You're still in the penalty box. This is day 2. Day 2. Yesterday was day 1, penalty box, day 2. But anyway, that's between me and Dragons, chat. That's between me and Dragon. Theodore said, I'll just quickly say it. He decided that trolling me after streaming for 5 fucking hours late at night, while I had a bunch of beer on board, he thought that trolling me was an acceptable time. He saw a weak point in my armor. He saw a chink in my plate mail, and he went, I won't get another opportunity like this, because he just won't buy it. But he knew I was in a weak mindset. I had the weak mindset. And he knew he had an opportunity to troll the shit out of me. So, I will give him praise. It wouldn't have worked most other times. It just wouldn't have worked. And he got everybody else on board with it too. That was the crazy thing. Theodore said, I hope I don't speak too much. You say whatever you want, man. Like that. The only reason my streams go longer than an hour usually for chapters like this is A, I go on tangents, and B, you guys. But I don't mind being here for 2 hours if it's entertaining. If you guys want to talk, fucking talk. If you have thoughts, let me know. If you want opinions after I'm done with the One Punch Man reaction, if you want to talk about something else really quickly, let me know. Ask me the questions. I don't care. I can turn this into a Q&A pretty quickly. The only reason my streams go this long is usually my own tangents and you guys. But that's not bad things. Tangents are fun. Chat is fun. If that were the case, if I didn't want to chat, first off, I wouldn't have them as part of the video. And second off, I would never do a live stream. I would do a live reaction. I would just record myself reacting to the chapter and then publish it like a video. I'd never actually go live if I didn't want to talk to you guys. So, which I find is a lot more fun. I like making videos, but streams are more fun. That being said, why don't we jump back into the chapter? And because we're jumping back to the stuff that it's like, I mean, honestly, this part isn't too bad. The worst part of this arc was Tatsumaki versus the airplane. I'm sorry. Like, listen, once again, just to piss Vib off, Dragon Ball Z did it years ago with Frieza. First form, second form, third form, final form at 100%, not 10%, 100%, whatever. Like, they did it a long time ago, and it worked then. It doesn't work now, when nobody actually gave a shit about the fight. It only worked in Dragon Ball Z and in other shonens when you actually gave a shit about the characters involved in the fight. You could argue that Tatsumaki fans might have cared about the fight, but nobody gave a shit about Orochi after he got one punched by Saitama, and nobody gave a shit about Psycho Orochi. So, and it went on way too long. So, this part of the fight, actually, I don't mind, though I did want Gums to end up eating Fear. I didn't like the whole, this transformation thing is weird, and apparently soups him up, I don't know, but anyways. So let's see, it's because it's Fear Ugly on the next page, or Atomic Ugly, whatever they call him now, a full ugly. Ugly bastard, all right? We'll use the hentai term. We'll use ugly bastard. So the ugly bastard genre is now attacking with full body melting punch against Atomic and against the other Swordmaster dude. I forget his name. Ichi Ryu? No, that's Toriko. It's something like that. Anyways, so Atomic and him are both like shocked because he's about to attack them. We have Mr. Badass with the rapier, Mr. Badass over here with the mustache, and we have Yan Yan, both yelling master at the same time. And boom, Yan Yan gets kicked into Atomic by Emma Hare, who's like the dreadlock swordmaster. He's the dread dude. He's like, Kamikaze, take revenge for Zen. Oh no, so is Dreadlock Master gonna die? Did he just sacrifice himself? Holy shit. I see the incoming punch. And then oh no, blind Swordmaster just hit Rapier, man. Oh no. Oh no, not blind Swordmaster dude and Dreadlock dude. They were cool. I don't even remember their names, and they're cooler than half of the characters in One Punch Man, for fuck's sakes. No, they seriously are. Like, I like all the Swordmaster dudes. All the Swordmaster dudes are amazing. They really are. And Kamikaze take revenge for Zan. Isn't Zan? Is he trying to say that name of the dude who like went through the monstrification, the Swordmaster guy, and Atomic? Is that who they're talking about? See, once again, guys, I've never reread One Punch Man, and I've never rewatched a single episode, so I forget the small details on names and stuff, but I assume they're still mad because I think that was brought up like a couple chapters ago, 146 or something, and they're just like, yeah, we need to take revenge on these guys who let one of ours fall, like corrupted one of our own. Because I do remember that. There was that Swordmaster who went like monster or whatever, and Atomic had to cut him down. Wasn't it Atomic who cut him down? Something like that, wasn't it? So, is that what he's saying? Kamikaze take revenge for Zan, and now he's going to get attacked. Yeah, it's so unfortunate because these guys have some of the better designs, and honestly, I just really like... I've always liked swordsmen in manga. I always prefer swordsmen, because if I want superheroes with superpowers, which is why I don't take to MHA so well, I'll read Western comic books. We already had the superhero thing down. Honestly, in my opinion, it's just an opinion, but I think we do it better than the East does, as far as, the only thing comparable in my mind would be Power Rangers. Super Sentai is probably the only thing comparable, like Ultraman and all those things. And then no, not really. Just that's not as cool as Wolverine or Spider-Man or like Batman. I'm sorry, it's just not. And so I guess that's why probably when it comes to One Punch Man as well with the Hero Association, there's a lot of like superpowered people. I've still taken to the swordsmen, their designs and their stuff. As I said, I just really like them, but I don't want dreadlocks, dude, and especially blind Swordmaster with the Buddha beads and everything. He's so cool. And now he's got the super melting punch. This doesn't mean they died, but I'm assuming this means they died. Oh, holy shit, yeah, they're fucking dead. Oh, goddamn. Oh, holy goddamn. Like obliterated. I'm gonna have son. Damn you. Atomic getting pissed. But my body, I need to replenish. Okay, so if you're ugly or ugly bastard from hentai cannot keep his form, apparently. Like, this is an unstable fusion. And we sort of figured that. I thought that gum swallowing him would have been a better idea, but whatever. So, even though we only see Amahair, completely like fucking dead. That's dead. That's not fell into a black hole and we're not really sure sort of deal. No, that's fucking dead. We can assume that our blind Swordmaster, Master of Awesomeness, also died, which, once again, this is so sad. This is very sad. So, wow. So he's going to go to the pile of goo and suck it back up into his body? That's... Jesus Christ. I've seriously watched ugly bastard hentai that I prefer to see than this shit. Jesus. For research purposes, guys. For research purposes. Of course. But a true man of culture sees all aspects, not just the dogmatic, narrow view of the anime community. If you want to be a great and wise leader, you must embrace a larger view of animation. A larger view of manga. And yes, I totally ripped that off from Palpatine. Alright, so let's see. Black sperm back in the house here. Slurping up what you just digested. What are you, a fly? That's what it reminds me of. This is like The Fly. Jeff Goldblum in The Fly. Which was absolutely, oh my god, what a grotesque movie, honestly. But Jeff Goldblum is a great actor, so. Oh no, Ray Pierre dude. Oh no, he's like, dear master. Oh man. Is he looking at another pile of goo? Nichiren. That's his name. It's not Ichirin. It's Nichiren. Nichiren. Kamikaze. Oh, he's actually a lot. Oh no, he's not. I was like, for a second I was like, he's alive? No, that's fucking not alive. That's, nope. Kamikaze. The Council of Swords Masters is now solely you. Oh shit, he's the last. Wait, wasn't there one more Swordmaster? Did he die? No, because technically the Ray Pierre dude is not a Swordmaster. Oh shit. So yeah, it is. He's the last on the Council of Swordmasters. Oh man. And I thought I'd be bored by this part. Like, I thought, like, why'd you jump away from Garo and Bang? It's like, if you're gonna jump away from that hype, at least they jump to this shit, because these are characters I give a fuck about, and I'm like, whoa, no. Why don't you kill why don't you take Tatsumaki's arm or something like that? Like what? Why? Why the badass old dude? Why? Wow. Okay. Take this. He's gonna give him the Buddha beads? Is Atomic gonna wear the Buddha beads? That'd be sick. The beads always look badass on anybody. Just look at the Zero Division in Bleach. Wait, what's he doing? Is he straight up using fucking magic? He's straight up using fucking magic. He's straight up using magic. The fuck? Okay, so clearly he's now able to summon the Zanpakuto. Take this. It's not the Buddha beads, which nobody leave those Buddha beads behind. Somebody better wear those fucking Buddha beads from here on out. He's drawing him a sword. Oh shit, it's the Zanpakuto. It's Zangetsu. Let's fucking go. Atomic wielding Zangetsu. And by the way, guys, this is a power-up. Because it's always a power-up in manga. So, once again, Atomic beats Flashy. This is, the Sunblade. Okay, there's a better name for that. We should have kept the original Japanese. What is the original, the sun in Japanese? Taiyo. Yes, the Taiyo blade. That sounds way better than the sun blade. The Taiyo blade. Yes. Awesome. Okay, it looks badass. That scabbard with the symbol on it, that looks really fucking cool. The secret blade made of on an ancient continent which sank into the ocean. That's the blade of Atlantis? The fuck? So Atomic is now going to use... It's the blade of Numenor. It's Isildur's Bane. It's Lord of the Rings. It's perfect. It's not just Atlantis. It's from Numenor. It's from fucking Numenor. He's got the Blade of the Kings. That's what he's got. Looks a little different than it did when Aragorn was wielding it, but that's not the point. He's got Elendil's Blade. He's got Narsil. It's Narsil, guys. Reforged into Anduin, Flame of the West, the Sunblade. I get it now. It's all, oh yeah. It's all coming together. It's all coming together now because that's why it's called the Sunblade. You see? Because Narsil, a secret blade made on an ancient continent which sank into the ocean. Numenor, which was based on Atlantis, but still, Numenor. So Numenor had Narsil. Narsil was then reforged and called Anduin, Flame of the West. The Sunblade, Flame of the West. Except this time, it's a katana, not a medieval sword, because this is the Flame of the East. Because it's a katana, East. Yeah. Okay. Using the old brain cells for this one. He literally has the sword of the High King of Gondor. That's incredible. That's amazing. He's got a sword forged in Numenor by fucking Numenorians. This sword's going to be fucking amazing. Yes. That's amazing. Okay, so he's got Anduin, Flame of the West. Let's go. Said to have been passed down for generations within the Council of Swordsmen. Well, elves, but sure. Spring Mustachio, you know of it. It is my first time seeing it as well. Wow. I've watched you grow before my very eyes as a master. I leave the Council of Swordmasters in your hands. Understood, says Atomic. Notice that Flashy's not on that council, people. Just saying. Just saying that little pretty boy bitch is not. Just saying. As well as the search for the Moonblade. The search for the Moonblade. There's two of them. The Sunblade and the Moonblade. It is said that the warrior who wields both will obtain unparalleled power as the Swordmaster. Of course, if there's a Sunblade, there has to be a Moonblade, a Tsukayoma blade, or whatever. I think is it Tsukayoma means moon? Something like that. Anyways, bringing that legend to reality is the Council of Swordmasters' long-standing mission. It's their constant quest, their everlasting quest. Sounds like something from Skyrim. The everlasting quest, given to you in Whiterun. Yes, okay. Find the Sunblade and the Moonblade. Now, the Moonblade, because clearly this is set in the world of Lord of the Rings. So if the Sunblade's Numenor, if the Sunblade is Anduin, Flame of the West, then the Moonblade would be the one that glows blue when orcs are close because it glows blue because moon and blue and I got it. It's Glamdring. Can't be Sting because Sting's too tiny. Well, technically, if Sting was a wakizashi, depending if the Moonblade is a wakizashi and not a full-size katana, then it could be Sting. Or it could be Orcust. Or it could be Glamdring. One of those blades. So still in the world of Lord of the Rings. All right, it's all coming together. Awesome. So Atomic is now the leader of the Council of Swordsmasters. Well, he's the only one left, I believe. Like, isn't he? Have I not told you? First I've heard of it. Well, not very good teaching there, are you, Atomic? Spring Mustachio. You've become remarkable. All that's left for you is to find the path of the sword you believe in and follow it. By this, you will obtain full mastery. Of course, Spring Mustachio is going to be one of the Swordmasters on the Council of Swordmasters because he's strong as fuck, and we even saw him with his techniques. Like, the reason he is because he is fucking a Chad. Like, he's an A-class. The man's just a legend. Poor Spring Mustachio, though. Oh, man. So the council is all gone. Jesus Christ. Oi, ugly vomit. Don't start eating me, too. I'll kill you. All right, so Black Sperm and Fjord fighting. Whoa. Shut it. He threw up all over Black Sperm. I'm wondering something. Why you, like, we know he can't be cut, and we know he can infinitely split, and he doesn't seem to, but technically, wouldn't that kill Black Sperm? Like, if Black Sperm became one thing and all that melting power, wouldn't that, like, eliminate him? Like, if you incinerated Black Sperm, would that kill him? Because the cutting thing doesn't seem to work, but, because it just multiplies. But what if you just burn up all the cells? Or is he sort of like Majin Buu in that way? Like, you take him down to microscopic and then he just reforms anyways? So let's see, they're going to start fighting amongst themselves, are they? Haha, a never-ending supply of protein be a perfect meal for me. Never thought of it that way. That's the first intelligent thing that this fucking ugly bastard has ever said. When we're done with this, alright, and then he had to do that, I'll keep you around as livestock. Consider it an honor. Honor not spelled right, but still. But then again, he's an ugly bastard. He probably can't spell. Black Sperm getting pissed. He. If you got a problem with that, then come at me. Wow. Okay. So there might be more pages still left. So why don't we check the chat and make sure that we get caught up with that, because I know I went on a little bit of fun tangents there. We'll catch up with the chat. And then we'll continue the chapter. So let's see. Vib said, you say that, but according to a poll, 75% of people found it a good fight, with 50% saying it's in the top 5. It was a well-drawn fight, but it lasted way too fucking long. Like, most people that I've talked to, Vib, I mean, sure, maybe the polls say that, maybe they do. But it was sort of boring. It really was. Like, I was just done with it. Not because of Tatsumaki, honestly, but because it's like, okay, this isn't even my final form. This isn't even my full strength. This isn't even my final form. This isn't even my full strength. Back and forth and back and forth. It was getting old. Like, by the time she turned into an airplane, it went too far. Just saying. But once again, maybe I'm wrong. But that's just how I felt. Effortless is in here and says, yo, what's up? What's up, Effortless? How you doing? Vib said, Zumbe is the guy whose face got melted. Oh, Zumbe. Oh, they're not talking about the Swordmaster that turned into the monster. They're talking about the other Swordmaster that died who got the face... Right. Okay. Yeah. Theodore said, Orochi was for Garo and Saitama only. The next... Yeah, I mean, sure. The next fights with him was useless. If he came back stronger and bigger, then he could have become a threat for others, but it was the same. He was even weaker. Yeah, see, the problem is that they introduced this manga-only character, and honestly, they did fuck all with him. Like, in all honesty, like, what did Orochi contribute in the end? Like, that's the problem. They bring this guy in. They want to keep it similar to the webcomic storyline-wise, so they have to make it work, and I don't think it really did. Vib said, if one is to understand the great mystery, one must study all its aspects, not just the dogmatic fear of the Jedi. Darcidius from Vib. Well, Spring Mustachio pulls a sword out of a handkerchief, and Nichiren is his master. So, I mean, true, But that was some magic. It would listen. I'm not complaining about it. It was cool, but somebody pick up those Buddha beads too. Those are badass too. But it's like transmutation. He's pulling an Edward Elric. He's doing transmutation. It's amazing. Dragon Trade said Wano. Yeah. Miss said the Atlanteans were the first weebs. Who would have thought, says Dragon. That's right. The Atlanteans were the first weebs, and that's why they were destroyed, because that's why other countries couldn't stand them. Because it couldn't sink. Like, they sunk Atlantis because they were the first weebs, and the world was not ready for weebs. The world was not ready for weebs yet. What's going on with OBS? OBS, what you doing? Huh, weird. Anyways, hopefully it's back. Kay said, I think the fight between Green Hair Lolly and Used to Be a Sexy Airplane was kind of long, but I think it was a good fight. It wasn't a bad fight, but that fight had been going on for a year. Like a literal year of One Punch Man was one fight that I just didn't really care about. It was like, fuck. But I like that. Green Hair Lolly and Used to Be a Sexy Airplane. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's a good... Yeah, I like that. Theodore said, bringing Garo in every chapter now was a great move. Yeah, like bringing Garo in brought the hype back, considering the super long break, all the redos that Murata was doing stupidly and stuff like that. This is the way to grab people's attention once again and get people enjoying it like as a consensus again. You don't have like... outliers like me that just go, no, fuck it. I just don't care anymore, right? You bring me back into the fold by bringing Garo and probably quite a few other people. Let's see. Vib said, you won't catch anyone with that atomic wank bait here, Griever. Well, technically speaking, honestly, I've always thought that Atomic was a cooler character, better design, and could probably... I think that Flashy and him would be evenly matched in a fight, in all honesty. And now he's got an upgrade, so I know that we do all that shit because of Grimm, but honestly, I'd like to see Atomic beat Flashy. So, I just don't say it very loud because everybody goes, oh, no, Flashy. That whole thing became toxic as fuck. Theodore said yin yang sword or blade. A yin yang sword. That's cool. Vib said, then again, he's an ugly bastard. He can't spell. Is my go-to excuse whenever I misspell a monster's dialogue. Oh, fuck. I mean, that's like self-improvement month shit going on there. Then again, he's an ugly bastard. He can't spell. Go-to excuse whenever I misspell a monster's dialogue. I mean, sure, why not? Like, if you misspell anything that a monster says, you're just like, well, look, it's a monster. He's ugly as fuck, Dragon said, did he just say he wanted Black Sperm to come at him out of context? That sounded so wrong. Yeah, that is sounding sort of wrong. Yeah, Dragon's not wrong. Orochi contributed to Garo's growth, but I assume that Garo's growth happened in the webcomic anyways, and if Orochi's not there, then was it necessary? Or was it terrible in the webcomic, and it was just like, boom, Garo's a crazy bastard. So, which is it, right? Theodore said, how Spring Mustachio move, Tomboy work on vomited FU, how will affect the blade not vomited FU? I'm not sure. Like, that's what we're going to see. Hopefully Spring Mustachio jumps into this fray. But I think I know what you're saying, but I'm not sure. Let's see. So, all right, we're caught up with the chat, so let's jump back to the chapter. There might be something wrong with my analytics. I jumped from like literally 15 people down to 7, down to 1, now back to 9. It's going all over the place. It's weird. Let's see. Hey, asshole. I think we're page 25, I believe, for those following along. Hey, asshole, says Black Sperm. You crossed the line just like that, huh? You're gonna regret it. And we see Black Sperm looking to the side, where he's fighting, Tatsumaki, but Demon Cyborg has his arm ripped off by Black Sperm. Got ya. Oh, he's going, he needs more power. He needs more of his black sperm. So clearly he's not infinite. It's clearly not infinite because he needs them. So he's looking to the side going, well, I can't take away anybody from that fight. Then he looks down here and we see Dark Shine. Of course, eek, doing his thing. Let's see. All those pain in the ass heroes scattered all around have been weakened, he's thinking. There's nothing to stop us from merging. Tatsumaki's weakened. Demon Cyber, Genos is weakened. Dark Shine is now weakened. And now some of the Sword Masters are just fucking dead. So now he's just like, okay, now we can merge. It makes sense now. So he's going to zoom everybody back. Let's go, guys. Time to dish out some punishment for this rotten, vomited bastard. Just out of curiosity, one sec. Oh. Weird. Looks weird. Anyways. Now, Ching Shine. So he's going to combine everybody. Didn't he already do that against Atomic, though? Well, maybe that wasn't everybody. So it's Shining. Ugly bastard going, what? Slam! Punched right in the face. He couldn't even see it. Boom, 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 boom. He's just kicking the shit out of him. The fuck are you? And so he tries vomiting on him. And he looks all like shiny. What the fuck? And he's vomiting straight on him. Boom, he punched. Please refrain from spitting your filth on me. And it did shit all to him. Now he looks like, what the fuck is this? What's he supposed to be now? White sperm? Like, because he's shiny? What the fuck? He looks like Dark Shine with fucking black sperm's head. Please refrain from spitting your filth on me. So I guess that answers my question about would that, like, kill black sperm? He would just have to merge into this. Apparently now he's supercharged. He's super powerful as fuck right now. That looks dangerous as fuck. So clearly they're going to get rid of Gums and Fear Ugly in one fell swoop. Black Sperm's going to do it. Now all the weakened heroes are going to have to contend with this guy. And right now, of course, Garo's not going to get involved. Neither is Bang, who might stand... I don't know. Let's see. Refrain from spitting your filth on me. As I said, so what's his transformation called now? I don't know. Super version? Super Black Sperm? Omega Black Sperm. Or maybe it is White Sperm. That would be hilarious. Let's see. Next page. Atomic and everyone, are they fighting each other? Your digestive fluids are meaningless against the anti-corrosive properties of gold. They merely disgust me. Golden sperm is born with a blast. The fuck? Golden sperm? Really? That's kind of funny. Also, the anti-corrosive properties of gold. That's not really a thing. You know, like gold, we melt gold all the fucking time. You know, I mean, is it anti-corrosive? Well, no, that's not a wrong statement because it's true. I guess the stomach acid isn't all about the heat. It's not lava. It's stomach acid. But I'm pretty sure if I stuck a piece of fucking gold into in a vat of acid, it would fucking dissolve. I'm pretty sure it would. I'm not 100% on that. I know that gold, brass, supposedly stainless, there is no such thing as the perfect corrosive material. It doesn't actually exist. Trust me. I work on the docks. Trust me. Nothing lasts forever. You stick gold out there for 15 years with salt and seawater and air, everything corrodes over time. But, yeah. Okay, that actually might not be a bad explanation, but I took it that stomach acid was fucking acid. Interesting. Okay, so, but that's his transformation, golden sperm. That's just a nitpick stuff, guys. Sometimes I like to take realistic science and try to apply it, you know? And usually in manga, that never fucking works, so. But okay, golden sperm, I guess. So he's shining like the sun. He seems to be OP as fuck. And that's the end of the chapter. Oh. Okay. This is the Sunblade. I was gonna make a Demon Slayer reference, but I think Lord of the Rings deserves a shout out. So, AKA the Nichiren sword, the same term as the Demon Slayer Nichiren swords. Yeah. Okay. So that's the end of the chapter. Wow. Okay. So, yeah. So I guess considering how powerful he seems to be, the acids, the stomach acids, apparently, regardless of the properties of gold, blah, 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 but regardless, black sperm is so strong right now, or gold sperm, I should say. Golden sperm is so fucking strong right now that shit that melted a swordmaster does nothing to him. Full point-blank range. And then he just punched his ass out. Who is a combination of two executives. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I don't know how they're going to fight this guy. Once again, Saitama is probably going to have to show up for this or some shit. Or maybe Garo. Maybe Garo will kill Bang and then go kill Black Sperm. I don't know. Let's see. What's the play saying? What's the chat saying? So that was the chapter, guys. I'd say the chapter was solid. I expected when they jumped away from Garo Bang for me to be disappointed. And honestly, for me, the weakest part was the transformation of Golden Sperm. Like, that's not a bad part or anything, but I was like, okay. But I was far more interested in the storylines with the Swordmasters. That was interesting to me. Garo and Bang, of course, is the hype of this arc. And the Golden Sperm thing, though, finally, at least now, we're starting to thin out the herd, and maybe we're coming to a climax of this arc, because we have Garo in monster form. We already met with Blast, blah, blah, blah. Like, things have happened, right? So, yeah. I think it's more exciting things are on the horizon in the next few chapters. Like, the hype is just being built above again and again and again, and that's exciting. Let's see. So the chat says, Vib, and we did this in under an hour. That's pretty cool. Vib said, you should really read this arc in the webcomic to the part where the manga is. The arc gets much better. Why don't you just tell me what happened? I really don't want to. Theodore said, vomited F ugly wins at hero kill count. That's for sure. Apparently. Which is sort of ironic and disgusting. Kaz says, as a webcomic reader, seeing Golden Sperm in the manga gets me hyped. Okay, so this is why people built up Black Sperm so much. They knew about Golden Sperm. And I'm assuming that this dude is not on a 5-minute time limit or something. He's about to be the now. Orochi's gone. Fear Ugly's gone. Everybody's gone. And now he's going to be the main antagonist right now. Like, Garo's on the side right now as an anti-hero, but Black Sperm's literally the last one standing they got to contend with right now. So, okay. Theodore said, you were into something with Black Sperm. Apparently, Vib said, you finally know why everyone was hyping up Black Sperm for years. Yeah, and see, honestly, not disappointed. That's not the right word. Like, he was hyped up because he's clearly going to be strong as fuck in this form. But this was like 3 years of hype at least. 3 fucking years for Black Sperm to bodybuild. I don't know. Maybe he's going to do something really fucking cool. Maybe it's going to be really epic in the following chapters or something. Like, the fights are just going to be off the wall. It's going to be epic. So I'm going to hold out judgment. But honestly, building up 3+ years of hype for him, for Black Sperm to simply change his color, I don't know. That's a bit. That's a bit. I mean, okay, but once again, maybe I'm just missing out on the hype because I never really got the whole. I think Black Sperm has been overhyped for me, so maybe I'm just not surprised that he would do something. I don't know. I have to wait and see. Yeah. Dragon Jig said finally it happened. See, I think a lot of you guys are just so excited for this, and I'm just like, well, I knew Black Sperm was gonna. I think because everybody built up the hype, I was like, well, I knew Black Sperm was gonna do something. You know, so I guess I'm just not as woo. Considering I don't really actually like Black Sperm. I don't really. I don't like his attitude. I don't like his personality. His design is weird. So maybe that's it. Theodore said, Golden Sperm looks stronger than Darkshine. Vomit and Fear Ugly did nothing to Golden Sperm. Yeah, like, what I mean is, like, he's got the bodybuilding. He's got a bodybuilder body now and stuff. But, yeah, Golden Sperm is clearly super fucking strong. So, we'll see. Vib said, I, too, wanted to keep it to the Nichiren sword as it's cooler than the Sunblade, but then I'd have to keep the name for the other one, too, and the Sun-Moon parallel won't work in English. Yeah, I get why you did that, Vib. It makes sense to me. I understand completely why you did that. And oh my god, we jumped up to 13 people in here after I've already read the fucking chapter. Wow. Okay, cool. Let's see. But I understand why you did that, Vib. That makes sense. Sometimes, as you said, it's hard to translate certain things, you know? Like I've heard that one of the hardest things to translate is Lord of the Rings into other languages. It's very, very difficult to translate Lord of the Rings properly with the same, like, talent behind the writing into other languages. I've heard that it's very difficult. Theodore said, imagine Golden Sperm versus Orochi. Well, wasn't it like Black Sperm was the one picking a fight with Orochi, being like, I should be the king? And he's like, no, you shouldn't. Wasn't that a scene? Something like that? I mean, see, we never saw Orochi at full power because Saitama one-punched him. So, Theodore also said, or Golden Sperm from the beginning of the Monster Association versus the Hero Association. Now, I haven't seen exactly what this fucker's capable of yet, but apparently he's going to be really fucking strong, so have to wait and see. Theodore said, I read the webcomic many times. I didn't want to spoiler you, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't take well to spoilers, guys, because that makes the streams not as fun, right? Dragon said, also, you said I was trolling last stream. The Honest Miss made you read 69 chapters. No, he made me read 19 chapters. Only for it to end on a cliffhanger. I say he was the real troll. I mean, yeah, but what he knows that Yoshimura is one of my top 3 favorite characters, and he wanted me to see the hype about the owl, you know, and stuff like that. So I understand why he wanted me to get to that point. Though we did agree that after the torture sequence, that would have been an acceptable stopping point as well. So that would have been it. There were multiple chapters in the 60s that would have been a fair stopping point. But then again, I was having a great time. Don't get me wrong. But yeah. You were still fucking trolling. You're still in the penalty box. Vib said, yeah, the overhype made it underwhelming for reactors. Yeah, like, that's the word. Not disappointed. I am underwhelmed. I think it's cool that we're finally seeing why people hype up Black Sperm, but it's that exasperated tone right there. Finally, we see why people like this fucking guy, you know? So that's part of it. So Viv, I'm glad that you and I sort of agree on it, that it was a little overhyped and it does make it underwhelming for reactors like me. Underwhelming is the perfect word choice for that. That's what it is. It's underwhelming. Not that the following chapters and the fights against this Golden Sperm thing isn't going to be epic. It probably will be. But honestly, the last panel was the weakest one. I didn't really care. Like, I was underwhelmed, honestly. I was like, okay, well, Black Sperm killed Fear Ugly. Okay, and he's got a new form. Okay. You know, like, the more interesting stuff happened in this chapter. This chapter was still a solid, fucking, really good chapter. It was a great chapter. Though, but the big reveal at the end was not my favorite part. Yeah. Adrian's in here, and he says, Golden Sperm is fringe above dragon. Is a fringe above dragon, so yeah, he is pretty strong. Well, he's either a god level threat or he's a dragon level threat. See, I don't agree with Dragon Plus, okay? Or whatever you guys like to call it. Just for all the power scalers in the chat, I don't accept Dragon Plus. Sorry. They're either dragon or they're god. You can argue the power scales within there. You can say, well, this guy's way stronger than this dragon. fine dandy. But they're either a dragon threat or a god threat. Boros was a god threat. Okay, we've already met a god threat before. Boros was a god threat, not Dragon Plus, not Dragon 2.0, not above Dragon, none of these bullshit made up terms. So, just if you guys want my stance on that whole bullshit, there's no such thing as Dragon Plus. So yeah, Caden says, why did they even create the character Golden Sperm and his powers are pretty out there? Why did they even create the character Golden Sperm? I have no idea, and his powers are pretty out there. I haven't seen his powers yet. All I know is that he can punch really hard, so I don't know yet. And he's got the properties of bubble and gum. Or rubber and gum, or whatever fucking he says. Tenrio says, I disagree with you on Eastern superheroes. What did I say about Eastern superheroes? Oh, they're not as exciting as Western superheroes. As far as classic comic book style, yeah. I think that Marvel and DC does a better job than the East does. They tend to look cooler than Western ones. Wolverine? Wolverine looks cooler than, like, most fictional characters. What are you talking about? They tend to look cooler than Western ones. Kamen Rider? I mean, yeah, like, I'm not saying they're not cool. I'm saying Micaiah Knight, Garo. I don't know what. I don't know the other two, actually. I know Kamen Rider. But seriously, you think Kamen Rider, like, I'll look him up again. I know what Kamen Rider looks like, but Kamen Rider. You think Kamen Rider, a Power Ranger, a Beetleborg looks cooler. Yeah, like, I knew that. Kamen Rider, yeah, like, no. They tend to look cooler. They're wearing spandex. They're Super Sentai. Like, the coolest Eastern superhero, as far as I'm concerned, is the Green Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's the coolest design ever, as far as a dude in spandex can look. That's the coolest you're ever going to get. And I would stack the Green Ranger against quite a few. But that's it. No, Kamen Rider is not cooler looking than fucking Thor or Spider-Man or, you know, like, I mean, technically they wear spandex as well. So, I mean, but Spider-Man looks cooler. I mean, Venom and the villains and the heroes, the X-Men, the Avengers. No. I don't agree. But we'll agree to disagree on that one, Tenrio. Viv said, plus he's not much of a main character as he was in the webcomic anyways, but the readers didn't really know that, not that it would take so long to get there. Fair point. So Viv making a fair point about the whole Golden Sperm thing. Theodore said, great live, man. In 15 minutes I have to go, so bye to everybody. Thanks for stopping by, Theodore. Thanks for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I had fun making it. Dragon's Rage said, I wonder what the author was thinking Golden Sperm was made. Was made of, you mean? I don't know. Vib said, yeah, translating fiction is really hard. Vox has a great video called Harry Potter and the Translator's Nightmare. I believe that, yeah, translating fiction is so difficult. It's got to be. That's why I'm not too harsh. I make fun because I speak Queen's English, so I make fun of the spelling of Americans and stuff a lot of the time. But outside of that, that's just all nitpick. That's all in fun. In all honesty, I'm not too harsh on translators. I know a lot of translators hate a lot of the Shueisha, the Shonen Jump translators. A lot of people, no, that's wrong. And some things I just ignore, and other things I'm just like, well, like, sometimes it's hard to do, guys, and sometimes they need to make it easier for future chapters and stuff. Like, the fact that they can translate it at all, right? Like, sometimes I just sort of glass half full sort of attitude about translating. Adrian said Golden Sperm would win against Orochi, but he will die in the end. All right. Viv said this is an opinion. I mean, okay, yeah, sure, maybe. I don't know. I never saw Orochi go all out, and I haven't seen Golden Sperm go all out. So I don't know yet, and I'm not really a good power scaler when it comes to One Punch Man. Dragons King versus Gara versus Sperm sounds epic as hell. Well, Gara would win. Because he's the main character. He's got plot armor to win. And I just honestly think he would win. Vib said, well, we can agree on the whole Dragon Plus thing. Yeah, there's no such fucking thing as Dragon Plus. That does not exist. It doesn't exist, and I don't accept anybody who thinks it exists. You're making shit up in your brain. At least when I do it, it's fun. You guys do it, it's like... and how do you power scale? Like if you were making a power scale video and you were going to use made-up terminology to justify your power scaling, how is it now legitimate at all? It just doesn't make sense. Dranger said, I mean, right now, Eastern heroes are better than the comic industry. Is not looking good right now. I mean, when I say heroes, I mean the superheroes. I don't mean manga heroes. I mean the superhero genre. Just so we're clear. Not that there can't be superhero mangas like My Hero Academia, but like One Piece does not count as a superhero, right? Like Luffy isn't a superhero, right? So as long as we're on that same page, then no, because I still think, like, yeah, it has the ages passed and stuff, but I mean, the MCU did a phenomenal job. Marvel's not dead in the water at all, so, you know. Vib said, can you bring stuff up on your screen yet? I was always able to. Why? Or was that time I was having problems with OBS because OBS was being a bitch you were talking about, Vib? But yeah, I can bring stuff up on my screen if I have to. What do you want me to bring up? Do you want me to do the Patrick Star meme? Because that's my favorite one. Ted Rio said, look up Micaiah Night Girl. Sure. Micaiah Night Girl. Let's see. Okay, he looks pretty badass. I'll give you that. He's like there's a pretty badass design. Yeah, no, he looks pretty badass. I still say Wolverine looks just as cool, but what do I know? Kai said the fandom calls them above Dragon because in the manga right now no one is stronger than Boros. Which I still don't know how that makes any sense. No one's stronger than Boros. Boros was god level. Everybody else is dragon. It's easy. It's easy. Kaz says, anyway, I have to go to sleep now. Goodbye, everyone. Well, thank you for dropping in. I'm glad you were able to stay for the whole stream and enjoy it, my good friend. Thank you very much. All the love to you in Vietnam. You're the one who's from Vietnam, right? Sorry, I do get confused, guys. I'll just scroll up to make sure that was correct. Yep. All right. Vib said, nah, I meant maybe you could bring up the characters that you're looking up. Not sure what you mean by the Patrick meme. Yeah, I probably could do that. Let me try to find it. See, I can't... Let me see. Dragon Plus. One Punch Man meme. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Save image. But yeah, maybe next time I'll do that because the problem is that I don't have like safety filters on. So even if I were to bring it up in a Google search and there was like something rated R, then my stream has a problem sort of idea, right? So I got to be careful with that shit. So I know what you're saying, Viv, and yeah, I could probably do that. But for right now, I'm just going to stick to, yeah, no. Let's see. Patrick. Just call it Patrick. I'll bring up the meme I'm talking about just so you guys can all see it. Where do I add? I'll just add an image. Sure. Browse. Where is it? Where did I put it? I just saved it. What the fuck? Right here. There we go. Open. Okay. Yeah, so this. There, you guys can all see that, right? I know it's not inside the fucking frame that I did, but whatever. There, I'll go this way. Yeah, so just so we're all clear here. Aren't I a threat to humanity? Yep. And a threat to humanity is God level? Yep. And I am a threat to humanity, and that's the case. I must be God level. That makes sense to me. Then I'm God level. Dragon Plus. See how fucking stupid that sounds. This is why I love this meme. This is the highlight. This explains why Dragon Plus and Above Dragon is just flat out fan wrong. Fan terminology, and it's blatantly wrong. That's why I love it. Because nobody wants to admit that Boros was God level threat. For some stupid reason. So yeah. Anyways, we'll get rid of that now. Come on. Remove. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So, yeah. So that's what I meant by the Patrick Star meme. Tenryo says, still waiting for the moment that Garo surpasses Boros in power. Garo is probably going to be God level 30. He's probably going to be the one to give Saitama an actual fight. You can see that sort of a mile away. Garo versus Saitama. Saitama actually getting a fight. That's what it's going to be. But it's going to happen at the end of the series because elsewise you ruin the premise of One Punch Man, right? He wins every fight in one punch. That's the point. You take that away from it, sort of like, like it's okay at the end of a series to change that, right? Because that's what an ending is. But if it happened like halfway through, like let's say that happened in chapter 150 and there's 324 chapters left. Now Saitama is no longer the One Punch Man, and the whole title makes no sense after chapter 150, right? So, yeah, it's going to happen at the end of the series, but yeah. Let's see. Vib said, oh, right, that one. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I thought you must have seen that one because it's perfect. It's the perfect explanation right there. Vib said, have you read Kaiju 8, by the way? No, I read like a chapter, or I saw a few shots of it, and I was like, yeah, I might get into this maybe, and then I never did. So no, I haven't read it. I can read it on my Viz app or whatever, because I do subscribe to them, so I could probably read it at some point. Why, is it good? I thought it was all about like the Kaiju, it was like a bad version of the Godzilla movies, isn't it? Or is it a good version of the Godzilla movies? I don't know. All I know is I love Godzilla and I love Dragon Sword. So, Viv said, it's been getting good. You should try it. All right. I mean, once again, I got so many things on my list. I got like people still telling me to read Beastars. I never even got into that. I'll have to try it. But yeah, it's been getting good. You should try it, says Viv and stuff. So, I mean, Viv usually knows, like, unlike certain people, Viv doesn't usually troll me. He just goes, hey, I think you'll like this. And he's usually always being legit. So, Viv said, I haven't seen the Godzilla movies, but it's good. You've never seen a Godzilla film? Holy fuck. There's only like 35 of them. But yeah, so I think that's the stream, guys. Unless there's anything else, I'll leave it for a minute or two, and then we'll call it quits. I thought it was a very successful stream. I had a lot of fun. It was a great chapter. Tenrio said, how much of Power Rangers have you watched? I watched Power Rangers from Mighty Morphin all the way up to the end of Wild Force, and then the what is it called? The Power Red, or Red Power, whatever where the 10 Red Rangers all get together special. That's as far as I went. I never got into like Dino Thunder or any of that stuff, but I watched Zeo, Mighty Morphin, the whole thing, Galaxy, In Space, Time Force, Lightspeed Rescue, and Wild Force. Yeah. So I watched, like, Power Rangers was one of my shows growing up as a kid, right? Because that's when it came out. It came out in the 90s. So that's what I grew up with. I still have a VHS tape of where the Green Ranger finally joins, where Tommy finally joins the Power Rangers in season 1. So, yeah. Dib said, I've seen like 2 or 3. Oh man, I've seen so many of them. But they're really good. Like, like, yeah, Power Rangers was just... Yeah, Power Rangers was awesome. Really was. Time Force. You know, and all that shit. What was the other good one? And go to outer space now, flying higher than ever before. Rangers in space. Yeah. Oh, I remember those theme songs. Now, okay, now I'm getting nostalgic. I gotta stop. I'm remembering too much of the good times, the 90s, the greatest era of television for children. We had Batman animated series. We fucking had Fox Kids. We had YTV. We had Spider-Man the animated series. We had fucking Justice League. We had Batman Beyond. We had Beast Wars. We had fucking Pokemon, Digimon. We had everything. The 90s were perfect. The 90s was amazing. Love the 90s. Wars weren't happening. Only the Cold War was still semi going on. It was a good time. 90s were good. Let's see. Vib said, never read Beastars. I just know it is the furry manga. Yeah, apparently it's really like in depth about racism and expectations and stuff. So apparently it's very deep storytelling. So that's why I'm supposed to watch it. Or read it. Dragon Jade said, off topic, favorite Logia Devil Fruit in One Piece and why? Good job spelling favorite right. You're still in the penalty box. Favorite Logia, goddamn. I love lightning powers, but the way Eneru's work isn't exactly the way that I would want my thunder lightning Devil Fruit Logia to work. So, that's a tough one, in all honesty. For a Logia, I guess I always like the Mera no Mi. I know it's very basic, but it's fire powers. Fire powers are always cool. They're always done well. And I like the way that Ace utilizes them and stuff like that. I always like the Mera no Mi. So probably that, I guess. Just because turning into fire and the abilities and how he could do stuff. He's got destructive capabilities, but he can also turn into fire and stuff. I like that one. I like it better than Akainu's, and I like it better than Aokiji's, and I like it better than fucking, let's see, who else? I like it better than Blackbeard's. I don't really care for the Yomi no Mi. Smoker's is actually sort of fun. That one's okay. Trying to think of anybody else with a Logia right now. I'd have to actually go through the list of Logias to make sure I'm not forgetting something that I think is really cool. But, yeah. I guess, I know it's basic. Sorry, it's so basic, but I'm a basic bitch. Mera no Mi. Skin says Mihawk versus Akainu. Probably Mihawk. Probably be an even fight, though. Because Shanks can beat Akainu. So I believe that Mihawk can, too. Once again, the real question is, how many people still think that Garp wouldn't have killed Akainu? That's the real question. Because if Sengoku didn't think that Akainu's life was in danger, why did he hold down Garp? Vib said, since we're speaking about cartoons, I randomly found this site to watch American TV, clicked on Disney to see what they show kids these days, and never going to check Disney Channel again. Yeah, see, right around 2000, Vib, right around 2000, and I think it's like 5 or 7. So, like, it wasn't early 2000s. It was sort of like mid to late 2000s. The shift on the Disney Channel, like even like back in the day, they had the Hannah Montana and the That's So Raven, the Zack and Cody, like even those, which were in the 2000s and stuff, they weren't bad shows, right? You know what I mean? They weren't bad shows. They were fun and stuff. The shit that they're showing, not even just cartoons, but the live action ones and stuff, yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to turn on, I'm so grateful for things like Netflix. And the fact that I love collecting Blu-rays, because for my kids, I'm fucking putting on Beast Wars and Pokemon Season 1. I'm putting on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for those kids. Like, that is what I'm doing for my children. They want to watch cartoons? Here's Spider-Man from the 90s, not this new bullshit. Hey, you want to watch Batman? Here's Batman from the 90s, not this bullshit. Like, right? Like, that's what you got to do. And then when they're older and they want to make their own decisions, they can fucking go ahead and watch that shit and then come back to me and go, I am so grateful to you, Dad, for making me watch those instead of what was on in 2025. Right? They're going to thank me. The same way I thank my old man for making me watch all the we grew up with The Sound of Music, It's a Wonderful Life, White Christmas and stuff. We still watch things like The Grinch and newer Christmas movies, but around Christmas he put on the Ten Commandments at Easter, though It's a Wonderful Life on Christmas Eve, things like that. And to this day, me and my brother both love these movies and appreciate them, and we choose to watch them ourselves. So appreciation for things, it's not forcing stuff on your kids, it's making sure that they don't just grow up with today's crap. Because today's shit was crap. Mom and Dad still know, like right now, if you go up to... I showed my father a meme about Vegeta, and he got it. Because he didn't think Dragon Ball Z was a bad show. He didn't think fucking Pokemon was a bad show. They knew the Pokemon. They knew the shit. They knew Batman and Spider-Man because they grew up with them. So when I was watching all this stuff, they were totally fine with it because they were like, yeah, these aren't bad shows. They're showing lessons. The Butterfree episode in fucking Pokemon Season 1, Mom and Dad were sitting down watching it with us. It was a good, So, I don't know. But nowadays, I wouldn't fucking watch Disney, the current Disney shows if you paid me. So I understand completely. Viv said, if Walt Disney was immortal and lived to see this, he'd die of cringe. Absolutely. Well, he's technically apparently still alive. Or did he die in the cryo? I don't know. Viv said, I love your spelling jokes because since I'm from India, I was always taught British English. I just use American English as most people online use that. Yeah, because most people online are Americans or... Well, I was going to make another joke. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, no. Isn't it funny? You were taught Queen's English, which is... I love how we separated British English to American English. But English is from England. So it's not British English, it's English English. It's real English. What happens over here in North America, it's not English, It's like you go to Quebec in Canada. You take a Frenchman from France and you tell them that they're speaking French, they're going to slap you and go, that's not my fucking language. The European languages are the correct ones as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to correct, if I'm speaking California Spanish and a fucking Spanish and a Spaniard wants to fucking correct me on a certain term or tone, I'm going to be like, no, you're wrong. No, I'm going to go, oh, thank you for enlightening me is what I'm going to say. Jesus. But yeah, that is funny. I didn't know that, Viv. I didn't know that you actually know British English. You choose to do American to appeal to the masses, which I understand why you do it. But that's funny. I didn't know that. Skin said Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. Actually, see, that came out. When did Teen Titans come out? I was sort of already moved away from cartoons by the time Teen Titans came out. So I don't know enough about it to argue one or another. I heard that Teen Titans is good. My friend was into it still when we were older, so I don't know. But I was never a big Teen Titans fan, to be honest with you. The concept of it just didn't really appeal to me. Sort of like Superboy and... what are the other ones? Supergirl and all these things. Spider-Boy, all this stuff. It's no. Spider-Man, Superman, Batman. Not any of these other things. I didn't like the young generation of superheroes most. So. Vib said, yeah, I'm not that old. So the stuff I remember watching it from early 2000s. Although there is in Asia, a lot of that stuff was actually what aired in the West in the late 90s or some animes. Very true. Very true. Skin said, and I will say it once again and again, Batman the Animated Series is one of the best TV shows of all time, not just animated. Batman the Animated Series, along with the Spider-Man Animated Series, are the two, in my opinion, pinnacles of the respective series. None of the Spider-Man movies are better than Spider-Man, and I would even argue that none of the Batman movies are better than Batman the Animated Series depiction. That's why the Arkham games are the best, because they got all the voice actors from the 90s to reprise their roles, and that's why it's incredible. Go figure. Arkham Asylum is one of the best Batman games ever. Ever. It's one of the best games. So good. So yeah. We agree on that, Skin. Viv said technically it's a dialect of English. Technically, yes. But once again, I'm not... If a Frenchman comes over here from France and tells me that my Canadian French is incorrect, I'm not going to argue with the man. It was their language first. We came over here and butchered it. You know. Skin said the moment Disney turned to Spanish, it was trash to me. Turned to Spanish? When did Disney turn to Spanish? Vib said the stuff they show kids here now is even worse than the stuff there, by the way, if you can believe that. I find it hard to believe, but I'll trust you, Vib. Skin said, yeah, the only sidekicks I like are the Robins and Kid Flash. I didn't even know there was a Kid Flash. Vib said, by the way, how about a webcomic read-through on 750 subs? How about on 75,000 subs? We'll do a webcomic read-through, because I don't want to read that shit at all. Listen, if I have to go through another one series... which is Mob Psycho. If I have to do that at, 1,000 subs, then I'm not going to do another one of those things for 750. Why can't you guys let me enjoy something for once? Jesus, no. You add another 0 to that? Sure. 7,500 subscribers, I read through all of the webcomic. Up until when I'm allowed or whatever. Skin said, the thing about superheroes like Batman and Spider-Man is that they work better as TV shows. They truly do. They really do. It's very difficult to make movies. Like, had they done it properly like the Marvel Cinematic Universe was done, it would be proper. And I will argue that the Dark Knight trilogy was perfectly acceptable, perfectly handled. I have no problem with the Dark Knight trilogy overall. There are a few nitpicks, but overall not handled badly at all as a depiction of Batman. And honestly, neither was the very first Michael Keaton Batman. That was a fine film. Everything else in between was sort of crap. Skin said, because they have such good rogues galleries. Yeah, and that's the problem. When you have movies, you don't want to overload it. Look what happened with Spider-Man 3. You overload it with a rogues gallery, and nothing was handled properly, right? Vib's laughing. Skin said, with a TV show, you can have hundreds of hours of content with the heroes. With movies, you have to cram it into 2 hours. Exactly. Which is why the MCU was done properly. This is why they were geniuses. Because they didn't go, let's make an Avengers movie. That would have sucked. What made it good, it was the 5-year plan. They had a 5-year plan. They went, first we're going to make Iron Man. Nothing too crazy. Then we're going to make the Hulk. Nothing too crazy. Then we're going to make Captain America. Nothing too crazy. We're just origin story movies again. Then boom, when we come out with the 6th movie, we hit the ground running by going Avengers. All those movies that you guys liked, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, you didn't think you'd like that so much, but goddamn, that was awesome. You got Robert Downey Jr. pulling himself back up after his cocaine addiction. Bam, now he's Iron Man. Now he's like one of the favorite on everybody's lips in the world. You got Chris Evans and they did it right. It's the slow burn. You can't jump the gun. You can't just look at what happened to DC. They saw the what they did with Marvel, with the MCU, but they jumped the gun. We want a Justice League movie. They wanted it way too hard. They made a Wonder Woman movie. They made a fucking Superman movie, and then they went let's make a Justice League movie. There was no Flash movie. There was no Aquaman movie yet. There was no Batman movie. Like, you set up the 5. You need to have the 4 to 5 people set up. They should have had Man of Steel. They should have had Ben Affleck in a standalone film. They should have had the Wonder Woman movie. Then they should have had Aquaman and potentially have a Flash movie. Then, after that, you make the 6th movie. The Marvel formula worked because they took their time. DC jumped the gun, and that's why it fell on its ass. Skin said, the thing about The Dark Knight is it's not a Batman movie, it's a Joker movie. The Dark Knight was, but The Dark Knight Rises and Batman Begins was not, and they were perfectly fine films. And just because Heath Ledger stole the show doesn't mean it wasn't a good movie. Skin said, yeah, DC movies are trash, I'm sorry. For the most part, I like the Wonder Woman movie. I did like Wonder Woman. Skin said, my 2 favorite superheroes are The Flash and Batman. Really interesting choices. I don't hear many people say The Flash is their favorite. Skin said, and right now I'm afraid of the Flash movie they're making. Oh yeah, they're making one after the fact. Yeah, that's smart. Skin said, because I know they're going to use the Flash movie as an excuse to erase this Snyderverse. They have to. Now they have to do a retcon because it's just in pieces. And the Suicide Squad movies. Jesus Christ. Let's spit on Heath Ledger's grave and hire Jared fucking Leto. Let's hire wannabe Jesus to fucking... No, yeah. What the fuck? All they got to do is say, hey, Mark Hamill, we want you to lose 30 pounds and be the Joker. It could be the worst movie ever and it would still be the best movie ever. Like, seriously, that's all they have to do. It's not hard. You hire Mark Hamill and you say, we want you to play the live action version too. We want to slim you down, you lose a bit of weight, make you scrawny, right? So he's got the lankiness to him. Not that Mark is fat or anything, but, he's older, and, he's certainly not like a toothpick. So they'd have to slim him down slightly, and then boom, put the makeup on Mark, and with that voice, problem solved. Skin said, compare Flash to Doctor Strange in that aspect. Kevin Feige said he didn't want to go full multiverse. Fair enough. Vib said, I love the Flash because I love speed. Same reason I like Flashy Flash a lot. I love speed, don't get me wrong. Kenshin, the manga, is all about who draws their sword the fastest, who moves the fastest. That entire series is about. They have multiple styles, but at the end of the day, it's Amakeru, Ria no Hirameki. It's amazing. So I get that, Viv. I love speed. Skin said he wanted to flesh the character of Doctor Strange first before delving into the multiverse madness, which I understand. Skin said I would like them to establish the character of the Flash before getting into the Flashpoint madness, which, yeah. See, they're trying to jump at what is the most popular in the comics without setting the groundwork. See, Marvel worked because they set the groundwork. The Infinity Stones were shown up in the first fucking stage and weren't utilized realistically until the end point of Phase 3. It was like a goddamn 12-year project. 12 years of movies, guys. I think Iron Man came out in like 2008 and Infinity Endgame came out in 18? So it was at least a 10-year project. You can't jump the gun with these awesome storylines because it's not going to work because you need to establish in movie. Vib said, I actually like Atomic just as much. He's really fast and a samurai, which is cool. Grimm really shoots himself in the feet, as most people who troll him like Atomic. Yeah, see, that's the problem. They're just trolling him. Poor bastard. Vib said, speaking on Infinity Stones, have you been seeing the Loki series? I have not had time to watch the Loki series, thankfully. Have not been spoiled yet, but I hear there's something about Time Lords or some weird Doctor Who shit going on. I have no idea. I also haven't checked out WandaVision yet. I haven't had the opportunity. Once I caught up with The Mandalorian, what was the other thing? I caught up with Record of Ragnarok, and I got caught up with Lucifer Season 5, which is fucking amazing, guys. Definitely watch that series. And now I've got to watch Castlevania Season 4, because I've yet to do that. And then, yes, I just got so much to do. It sucks. And the problem is I have to sit down. I can't, this is the problem, guys. I can't just be doing chores all day. Right? You know what I mean? I can't just be doing chores because I want to sit down and actually pay attention and enjoy, right? Anyways. Let's see. This is the Flash's first movie from the leaks we got. Supergirl and Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck, and that's cool and all, but, where's the character of the Flash? Oh, is Michael Keaton going to be... Wait. Michael Keaton is going to play old Bruce Wayne? Because if that's the case, that is a smart fucking decision. That's amazing. Where's the character of the Flash? Don't even get me started on how they canceled Ben's Batman movie. Yeah, but Ben didn't want to be Batman again, I thought, and stuff, and there was weird things. But anyways, Vib said, I haven't seen WandaVision either because I heard it starts off really bad and I was never too interested in the characters. I'm not either, but I feel like... Also, I've never seen... There's one Marvel movie I have not seen, and that would be... Oh, and I haven't seen the Falcon and Winter Soldier thing. I haven't seen any of the TV series yet. I haven't seen a single one of the Marvel ones. That Jessica Jones spinoff was absolutely abysmal and stupid. So, yeah, the only thing that... yeah, that's... I haven't seen any of the TV series surrounding the MCU, and I still have yet to see Captain Marvel. Because I have no... Brie Larson is not a bad actress, but I don't really care for her too much. Like, there's something about her that I just like, I take her or leave her. So, yeah. Skin said, also from what I've heard, they want to introduce Batgirl in the Flash movie and kill Ben Affleck's Batman and have Batgirl take over as Batman. Oh my Jesus Christ. And I know they're going to kill Ben in a lazy way, probably. Skin said, yeah, Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman. I'm hyped as fuck. That is hyped as fuck. Playing old man. As long as they get that, as long as he's got that gruff, and we've seen him doing the Vulture thing, he was amazing being the evil bad guy. He's got to use that same energy to do the, to do old Bruce Wayne, because I still remember watching an episode, I think it was Static Shock or something, later on in life. I went back and started watching some of the DC shit, like Justice League and stuff. And fucking, when they do the time paradox thing and he shows up and it's old Bruce Wayne and Batman plays good cop and he's just like, I'll get him to talk. And he's got the cane and he's like, I can't believe I was ever that green. And then fucking Batman's like, I don't know how long I can hold my friend back here. And all the superheroes are standing there like, Batman's playing good cop? What just happened? Because it's old man Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond, and it's amazing. It was so good. Vib said, I wasn't planning on seeing the Falcon show, but Grim was doing a binge on his Discord, so I decided I'll spend my 6 hours that way. I mean, why not? Skin said, Griever, you should Google Flash Leak on YouTube and read the leak of the script. I mean, maybe I will, as I said, if I ever have time. But yeah, I'm hyped for Robert Pattinson's Batman, though. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That looks pretty good. But yeah, sorry to cut this all short, guys. This has been very, very interesting. But now we're into almost 40 minutes of just talking about superheroes, which I don't mind. But I do have other things I definitely need to get done today, and it's already 3:30. So there's only so much daylight. I got to get going. But this was a great chapter. This was a really good stream. Thank you for everyone for showing up. Thanks, Viv, Dragon, Skin, Kays, Misk. I'm missing some people. Adrian was in here. Tenrio was in here. Kaz, Adrian, Theodore was in here. I think I got everybody. Effortless was in here. If I missed somebody, Caden. If I missed somebody, I apologize. But thanks, guys, so much for watching. We will see you guys again for probably very, very shortly. The Record of Ragnarok chapters are going to probably come out sometime, not probably this weekend, but next week from the sounds of it. So that's going to be awesome. So, yeah. So see you, everybody. Thanks for such a great stream, and peace out. Drink responsibly, as always. Because clearly I do. Yeah. All right. See you, everybody.